I'm Emily and welcome once again to my channel. Today I'm going to be watching episodes, 3. It was right there on the screen. Am I blind? Well, I'm not wearing my glasses, but that is another matter. Episodes 3 and 4 of Dao Zu Shi, or also known as the founder of Diabolism. I think that was the title. Yes. Before everything, I think it's obvious that this video is coming a little bit later than usual. And I feel all my videos have started in the same way because you know me and schedules. The moment I put a schedule on things is the moment that I start doing anything but that schedule. I don't know what it is. Well, yeah, I know what it is. In this case, it's work. I got a pretty big translation job that I have to do kind of in a rush. It's like a rush job. I have a very close deadline. And that has its negative parts. One of them is that I don't have time for anything, that I've been sleeping only like 3 hours a night, because I really need to finish that. I'm, dedicating a lot of my time to be able to finish that. So obviously, other than my other job, I don't have a lot of time to do anything else. And, it also has its positives, which is the fact that usually when you do this type of jobs, you get paid considerably more. So, I'll enjoy the money after the job is done. But at this moment, I'm not having a great time. But I took this morning so I could record the, all of the episodes that I have to react for this week. And I'm also advancing some of the ones from next week because I know that, this is going to continue, like me having to work on this project is going to continue probably up to next week. So I'm preparing myself. So I'm doing the recording, which is usually the fact that, the part that I have to, dedicate more time, because usually when I edit the video, my videos, let's face it, they're pretty simple. They don't require a lot of editing. And the rest is just rendering it, so I can leave the computer doing that and using the other computer. So, this is not very interesting for anybody, but just to tell you, yes, this is coming late. Hopefully the ones from next week, won't, because I'll be recording them. I don't know if I'm going to be recording the next 2 episodes from this show, but at least the ones, for the other shows. And I'm really excited for this show. Reading the comments, and I know I also haven't had time. I've been reading all of the comments, but I haven't had time to answer any of them yet. That I like to take my time. I like to sit down and because everybody says very interesting things, and I want to take my time to respond in kind in a way. But I've been reading them, and it seems like opinion is pretty divided when it comes to the Donghua. It seems like some people love it, and for some people it's their favorite adaptation, and for some people it's not their favorite. Let's put it like that. Me, obviously, I don't know because I haven't watched it. Some people told me that the show is more focused on the action rather than maybe more character-driven moments, or maybe those scenes that doesn't necessarily move the story along, which I think it makes a lot of sense because obviously this show doesn't have that many episodes, or it doesn't have that much running time in comparison with The Untamed. The Untamed had 50 episodes, and each episode was like 40 minutes, maybe. No, I would say 40 minutes, something like this. This one, I think it doesn't. I don't know how many episodes are in total, but it's only 3 seasons. And if I'm not mistaken, I think each season is like 10, 12 episodes. So obviously there is a lot less time to dedicate to things that are not necessarily related to the story, I would say. So it makes sense that they focus more on the action than anything else, which I would say that is not necessarily my favorite part of any show. I'm not a great somebody who appreciates action a lot. Like, I'll be honest, a lot of the time during the action scenes, I get a little bit bored. It's just not, they just don't appeal to me that much. I prefer the more character-driven moments. Although sometimes, with these type of shows, we also have character-driven fights, which is fun. Those are preferred. But I do like a lot of things of what I've seen so far. First, I really like how different the characterization is in some of the characters. Like, already off the bat, Wei Wuxian is definitely very different from the one that we have seen in The Untamed. I think it's a little bit darker, I would say. A little bit... I don't even know how to describe it. Maybe if I could, if I continue seeing him, I'll find more ways to describe it. But there was something that was different about him, which I think is interesting because it allows you to, contrast the characters and see a different perspective on them and see different facets of them. But that is something that they have already told me. Not for this one, but they have already told me that the novel, his characterization was a little bit darker. So I don't know. I really like that. And I'm not mad about the action in this case. I think, while I'm not a fan of action scenes, I think the issue that I have with The Untamed, and it's not a big issue, it's not an important issue, I would say that what happened, obviously because they didn't have a lot of budget, so a lot of the fight scenes didn't look very, not a fight scene necessarily, but a lot of the action scenes, a lot of moments where characters were supposed to be in danger, things like that, I never really felt that danger, except in very specific scenes. Like, for example, if I compare the scene that we had in the last, in episode number 1 from this one to the one in The Untamed, where the land disciples go to the Mo Manor and they deal with this, arm thing, whatever. I remember in The Untamed, while I could realize that the situation wasn't great, I never got like it was a particularly, like, I never got that the characters were actually in danger. Like, at no moment did I thought nobody was actually going to get hurt. If you know what I mean, I don't know if I'm making sense. While watching the anime, and even knowing, not the anime, watching the donghua, and even knowing what was, like, I knew that Jingi and Lan Zixue were going to be fine, so I have no reason to worry. But even then, there were moments that I was like, oh no, like I actually got worried. So I think sometimes that type of action does serve the purpose, which is to put a lot more dimension into those sort of things in terms of danger, which I think is something that I do appreciate from this one. But again, I think we're very lucky to have so many different adaptations. We can take what we like from each of them and we can watch all of them. So, that's what I like. Is there anything I like? Also, the animation is very beautiful. The music is very nice too. I'm really enjoying this so far. Anything else? I think not. Oh yes, I'm recording this in the morning. So that means that you may hear some noises coming, like, that I live next to a kindergarten and this is a Friday. I had to wait until they finish what I thought was a PE class, but I don't know if kindergarten children have PE classes. I'm not sure. It has been years I've been in kindergarten, so I don't remember. But they were playing with balls outside, and there was also music, so I had to wait for that to be finished. You may also hear noises. You may also hear my fan because here it started to get so hot. We are in spring, but summer is coming, which I hate. So that is another noise there. There is a motorcycle also passing. There is a lot of noises. That's why I prefer to record this at night, because I don't know what's happened during the day, but so many noises. Well, I think it makes sense. More people awake. Okay, so let's just go to the episode number 3. Did I put this to record? Oh, I hope so. We'll see. Okay, I'm talking about the computer, but I think it is recorded. Oh, God. Well, if it's not recording, nobody heard anything. But let me check. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, very good. So let's go to episode number 3 right now.